What is going on, everyone? So in this video, we're going to be doing is going over how to scan for the best stocks that you can trade every single day. Now, whether that's swing trading, day trading, whatever kind of trading, long-term investing, we're going to be going over the Webull Scanner platform. So if you guys don't already have a Webull account, link is going to be down below to sign up, deposit any amount, or if you deposit $100, you're going to get 2 free stocks when you sign up. That second free stock is going to be between $1,200 and $1,400. So if you don't have Webull, you can do that down below, get a free stock, and use the scanner for free once you have an account on the platform. Now, we all want to get an edge when it comes to trading stocks, whether you're looking to long-term invest or trade short-term like I mentioned before. This scanner could help you out a lot. And it's something that I use especially in the morning to find those stocks that are running up. Now, I generally don't trade those, common Apple, Amazons. I'm not someone who's trading those stocks on a given day. I'm trading more of the penny stocks, as you say, although they're really classified more, I would say, as low float stocks that don't really have as many shares offered to the public, generally under 10 million in float, sometimes a little bit more. And so the reason why I trade those stocks is because they have potential to move pretty quick based off of, a smaller surge of volume, although those stocks tend to get significant surges in volume depending on news that comes out, any catalysts, technicals, analysis, and things like that. But that's kind of aside from the point of this video. Right now, I'm on my positions section of Webull, so it's in this little piece right here, the watch list section. I don't have a watch list here. I have it on my phone. I don't really make one there. I use a different app for that. What you want to do coming down is you can look through all these different pieces to the Webull platform. Okay, we can go to my account really quick. What I do here on this account, you can actually take a look at what we've been doing, growing it pretty steadily. And look at that percent gain over the past couple months, nearly 300%. So I dive into all these positions, everything that I'm doing every single Saturday. Those are the weekly trading videos that I make, going over the trades I made over the past week. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss those videos. You guys can see what I'm doing, mistakes that I'm making, good trades for the week, things that I'm learning along the way about certain stocks and certain things that are going on. But on the left-hand side here, we see the screener button right here. So we click on that. Now, really quick, this is going to have some pre-populated things here already. You can do this on your phone. I use my phone in the morning just to get a quick idea as to what's running. And I'll show you guys my screener. It's very, very basic. I don't really care. It's not. I don't need anything crazy. But you can do some things that make things a little more significant, or you can use a lot of this for some analysis. And so let's jump in. So right off the top, we can create a scanner, or a screener as Webull calls it here on the left-hand side. So right away we can see United States is the region that I'm going to have selected. We can look at different exchanges, so you can of course pick that. I have all selected. For me, it doesn't really matter. Now, if you're, this is a great tool, the sector section that you can really select here. I like this a lot because if you know right now, and this is actually a good idea, right now, healthcare, pharmaceutical companies, some technology companies even, those companies are getting a lot of money flow because right now it's going on with the virus and things like that. People who are companies who are coming out with any testing kits, potential vaccine work and things like that. If they're a candidate for a vaccine and there's someone who's working on that, that PR is insane right now. It's blowing stocks up, guaranteed 25%. If a company comes out with a PR that's in the low float kind of category, I would say under 10 million in float. A lot of them are in that pharmaceutical or healthcare or technology space right now. And what we're seeing is I can actually bring one up here in a second, and we can go over what's happened. This one blew up. AIKI, let's pull this guy up really quick. This is something that came up on the scanners because of news a couple days ago. So if we go back, let's take a look at the past 5 days, 5 minutes it should be. If we zoom this guy out, so we can go to 5-day range here. Look at this. This stock was trading. This is actually the Webull charting feature, which I don't use too much, although it's actually pretty good if you want a nice easy to use platform. I like it a lot. So the stock was trading around that 60 to 65, 70 cent range. Then we had news, and they mentioned COVID-19 in that news. It shot up to $2.74. And so it's a pharmaceutical company, I believe. And that was really what was the key there, the catalyst that got you to go there. So that is something that's absolutely key. If you can start to see and find the stocks that are getting that news, that are making those big moves, many times you can trade those stocks accordingly. And that's really, really beneficial to have a screener that you can kind of keep track of when those things happen. So if you want to pick a sector, you can. I'm not someone who's going to do that in this video, but that's of course something you can do. Then of course you can go to market cap. To be honest, what we're going to go through my screener, I really don't care too much. I'll generally have this selected like that. Generally that's what I'm going to do. Of course, large cap stocks, not something I really trade too much, but you can if you really want to. It's going to be up to your preferences and what you want to do, according to that. And of course, then we have EPS. Again, some of that I'll probably just have the whole thing selected. I'm not really going to be too careful about that. I'm really looking to trade. When it comes to my trades, it's going to be either day trades or swing trades. I'm doing the research ahead of time generally, and then when it comes to day trades, whatever's got the volume. Okay, so if it's got the volume and it's got the percent move, looking towards that, being in and out quick, not really something I'm worried about holding long term. And so that's just my strategy. But of course, if you need to look at EPS, that's of course something that you want to have the ability to select. Then boom, there you go. On top of that, you can click on this plus sign next to the quote indicator right here and EPS. And so in the financial indicator. So what we can do is select these things. Price. So if you want to only trade stocks that are a certain price, boom, there you go. If you want to trade stocks with a certain amount of volume, you can trade that. And that's something that I look at a lot. If you want to trade something that has a dividend, boom, there you go. And you can kind of go through and see all these different little categories, price to earnings, ratio. Those are pretty significant things for somebody who's looking to invest in a certain stock, maybe long term or dividend stock. Those are very significant things. And so it's great to have that feature here on the Webull scanning platform. The next section here is going to be the technical indicator. And this is actually pretty cool. So a MACD golden cross, you can actually look for these things: oversold, overbought, hottest. I tend to look for that, and I'll show you guys in a second. Top 5% change in the past month. So what stocks in the past month are the hottest, that have had the biggest percent growth or percent change? Bullish engulfing, that's when you have like a bull candle engulfing a prior bear candle. So that's generally what that's going to mean. And so you can kind of look for these technical indicators, which I think is pretty cool to have some of these on here. And I know there's another site, I believe it's called finvids.com. That site, I think I made a video on that as well. That site has a lot of things like this. And so to be honest, I wouldn't really go crazy on utilizing what the computer is generating as for these different technical categories, but at least you can get an idea. Maybe you find it, oh, it looks really good to you, boom, and then from there you can kind of go on and go for it yourself. Next category is going to be others, so you of course can look at analyst ratings. I mean, analysts, to be honest, I don't really care too much about this because with the stocks I trade short term, I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Although stocks trading long term, maybe that does matter to you. And so that's something you can look at, as well as margin available. This is actually key. Looking into this is good. If you're someone who's going to short stocks, you want to make sure that that stock is shortable, for example. Or if you want to use margin, you want to make sure that you can use margin on that stock. So having all selected here, if that's something you want to do, that's great. If not, you might want to just narrow it in on shortable stocks. And so that's something you can do. Of course, you can name this, and I can name it test. I'm not going to actually name it test, but that's what you can do. So for example, my screener right here, what I'm going to do is I have a top gainer screener right here. It's really just the hottest stocks right now. And so what I can do is go to after hours, what stocks are up the most after hours. Boom, I can find the stocks right away. And this is not really, like I said before, we have JetBlue, we have a bunch of stocks in here. We even had Amazon before on the prior page. Not all of these are those low float penny stocks, as we call them, right? So COCP, IBIO, I know MBY, I know these are some penny stocks right here, MBRX, SLS, I believe. These are penny stocks, but Groupon, I know, let's see, JetBlue, I know is not. Obviously, we have Apple, and these are some stocks that are gaining after hours. Now, of course, some of them not very much, but what are the stocks that are gaining? SLS, maybe this has some potential news to look into, and so you can kind of go through and see those things. And of course, having the price here is key. So if you're someone who is going to be trading, and you like to buy 1,000 shares at a time, can you do that with some of these stocks? Well, these you can up here, but JetBlue, $9 stock. Apple, of course, so it gives you guys a quick and dirty kind of way to kind of check in on and see how things are going. Of course, you can look change, percent change, open, close. They have all these things as we scroll across here. High, low, and volume. This is key. You can sort by volume. I think this is really good. GE, ton of volume today. I know we're kind of in the middle of earnings time, so this is going to be Bank of America, I believe, earnings, Delta earnings, I think were yesterday. For a lot of these companies have earnings, and so because of that, you're going to see crazy amounts of volume. And so if that's something you're looking for, that's another key thing to look at. And we can, of course, scroll at market cap, a ton of different things you guys can sort by here on the scanner. It's currently after hours, so it's not going to be too crazy. But this is kind of generally what I'm looking at, and when I have a scanner, I look for the percent change or pre-market. If it's pre-market time, I'm looking for pre-market. It's going to show a little pre-market section right here, and I'll have a quick idea. Boom, from there I go into the news. I click on the stock. I go into the news. What's the news? Does it look good? I find support, resistance, and then by 7 a.m., that's when most brokers tend to open trading. So Webull, you can trade from 4 a.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern, which is absolutely awesome. So again, I highly recommend using Webull if you're someone who wants to get in or doesn't have access to trading before 7 a.m. Maybe you use Webull for that time period. But again, I look for those stocks before 7 a.m. Then 7 a.m. comes around. I know support resistance levels, and I can find those breakouts. And so when a stock is ready to break out of a resistance level, I am ready already there. I know this stock has news and it has potential. And I believe these are two screeners that were already there. So high dividend yield bank stocks, boom. And people already made this for me, so boom, I can find you some high dividend yield bank stocks right off the bat. So that's pretty much how the scanning feature works. So there's some cool things you can do. It's nothing crazy. I'm sure you can find other scanners out there and pay for scanners that are better than this. But for a free platform, I highly recommend signing up, getting your 2 free stocks when you sign up to Webull. It will take a couple days for those stocks to settle into your account, but as long as you sign up within like 24 hours, or like your account's confirmed within 24 hours, and then you deposit any amount in your account, you're gonna get those 2 free stocks. And that second free stock, you got to deposit $100, and that second free stock will be valued between $1,200 and $1,400. It's an amazing sign up bonus right there. So with that being said, make sure you are subscribed, because I'm posting the videos going over my own account, which we can see right here, sitting nice and pretty at 38.26 as of right now. I'm posting these videos every single Saturday, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you can see the updates and what I'm doing in this account. That being said, see you in the next one. Peace.